Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible.
Thank you, Sandra. Roll call. Nancy Hino.
Here.
Rich Wilson. Rich Gonzalez here. Motion passes 3-0. We're here. Time?
2:06.
Meeting is now open, 2:06. Item number 3, invoice proof list.
Minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry, minutes. That was item number 2, minutes. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Rich. I don't know what I'd do without you guys.
We gotta keep an eye on you.
Move to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
Second?
Roll call. Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez. Yes, motion passes. 3-0 to approve the minutes of the April 21st, 2022 executive and open session.
Just you.
Item number 3, now it's the invoice proof list. I had a chance to look at it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, Sandra explained it.
All right. So do we need a motion on that? We can get a
Motion to approve the invoice proof
Is
list?
there a
Second
second?
motion.
Roll call, Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson, Rich
Yes.
Gonzalez, yes, motion passes 3-0 to approve the invoice proof list, I'm sorry. Item number 4,
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
as part of the monthly report, we could hear the report from Patriot on the cyclical, and I believe Nell has a report on her meeting with the Flint Neighborhood Association.
Okay, Dan Lane from Patriot?
Good afternoon, everyone. Dan Lane, Patriot Properties, just giving an update on where we are with the Measure and List project. It's ongoing. Currently, we've measured 1,706 single-family homes and getting into about 14.25% of the homes in the past couple weeks.
Good.
Commercial inspections were at 307 for a total of 2,013 inspections. We've completed maps A, B, C, D, and E. We're currently working in maps F and G, which comprise the streets mainly we're working on is Whipple, Rodman, Warren, Palmer, and Montauk.
Good. So you're moving into the Niagara area.
Yes. Yeah.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Has there been any resistance from any?
So there's been, so we're doing second visits in the afternoons or the next morning, and there's been a little bit of resistance that people are seeing them on camera or their video doorbells, and they're wanting to know why they're coming back a second time when they didn't open the door the first time. But they're, we're just trying to get into as many homes as we can, obviously, to do the interior inspections, but that's been the biggest resistance of late.
Mr. Chair, you may want to explain to the public how important it is for them to allow the inspectors in.
Yes, it is rather important because 2 things. Number 1, we don't want to have to estimate if that's the final alternative because the estimation may be wrong or incorrect. And number 2, in an event that there would ever be an appeal, at some point we need to get inside the property or the city can file a motion to dismiss because of the lack of entry at the appellate tax board. And we don't want to really do that. We want all the cooperation we can to get the job done right. Any questions from the other board members?
No, I'm glad it's going good.
Okay?
All set.
Right, thank
Thank you, Dan. Have a
Thanks,
great
Dan.
day.
You too.
Keep up the good work.
Mr. Chair, as I understand it, Nell had a meeting with the Flint Neighborhood Committee Association, and you might want to hear from her on that.
So they just wanted me to present their concerns to you, and what they're concerned about is how the sales in the city are affecting the assessments, and how those assessments, due to the increase, how it's affecting those that are elderly or have been living in the city for quite some time, and that they are financially, they're not able to be able to keep up with affording the property. So I told them that I would bring that back to the board so that you know what their concerns are. They did also ask some questions on the cyclical, and I explained it to them, and they understood the process. So, but their main concern was in regards to the assessments and how sales are having an effect on increasing the assessments, therefore increasing the taxes. They also asked a question in regards to exemptions. Maybe exemptions, we could possibly present it to the city council to see if we could increase the amount and maybe decrease the assets to open that to a more quantity of applicants, that it might help them with paying their real estate bill.
Are we still on the original income and assets?
We are.
Never been updated.
I mean, we have the cost of living that we get. Social Security deductibles, that increases, of course, every year a little bit, so.
Yeah, I think that's a great start. I think what we could have is invite maybe a couple of members from the administration down, a couple of council members.
Okay.
The board, as a joint board, can come up with maybe some helpful increase. But we have to remember, and I don't know if that was explained to them, that the overlay does get a hit when we increase these exemptions.
Mm-hmm.
Because the exemptions have to be paid from somewhere, and that somewhere is the overlay. So that's something that the administration and the council and us should be involved with. There's no
Correct.
doubt about that.
Mr. Chair, if I may, just so that the public's aware of what the overlay is, when the budget, as you all know, when the budget's done, there is an account that is funded known as the overlay, and any exemptions or abatements are paid out of that. On the exemptions, we don't get reimbursement from the state on all the exemptions. We get them on some, but not on all. Some instances, it's only partial. So that's the concern you're voicing about the overlays.
Right, and I think in a case where we're going above and beyond the reimbursement, we're not gonna get reimbursed on that. So
Right.
somehow, some way, we would have to find the extra money to pay for the
Right.
additional exemption.
And Mr. Chair, if I also may, just to have people aware, with regard to exemptions, when your property is held in trust, the state has just issued a local finance opinion that clarifies how that works. And I would suggest that maybe the staff could come up with a list of the exemptions that have been applied for and granted, and that we just send them an informational mailing that lets them know exactly how it works when your property is in trust. And that's not something we have control over, that's the state. The city council did pass, and the mayor signed, section 22G, that provides assistance for veterans who have property in trust, but that's the only ones that really are exempt from this ruling from DOR. Life estate deeds are not included in that, and so I think it might be helpful as you approach for next year. This is effective next year, but you might want to give them as much information as possible, as soon as possible, so that they can be aware of that.
What was the change?
So actually, it wasn't really a change, it was just reminding everybody that if your property is in trust,
Right.
in order to get the exemption, you have to be the trustee,
Right.
and you have to be living there. And that's the reason, by living there, that is, we can assume from that you're the beneficiary of the trust as well. If you don't meet both halves of that, we're not going to be able, and they're going to be checking this to make sure that we're not giving exemptions. Because you don't have, the Supreme Judicial Court has ruled you have to have both pieces. The veterans are exempted because of 22G, Section 22G, which the council passed in March, and the mayor signed it then. And this doesn't affect life estate deeds, where somebody would deed it to themselves for life and the remainder to their children. So I think it would be good just to remind them that the state has issued a clarification to us, and basically exhorting all the assessors everywhere in the state to make sure that they're enforcing this that way, so that people don't get caught off guard by it.
I just want to run something by I just thought of. That was just with the Flint, right?
That was the
Did we meet
meet-
with any other, South End? Niagara.
Carlos Caesar was the one who contacted me. He's the only one.
Maybe we should take our meetings on the road and meet with some of these groups, and we can have our meeting there and they can voice their concerns.
It's not a bad idea.
And then come back, the mayor can set up a joint committee. And, because I don't have a problem with the elderly. I think for years, and if you look at the actual exemptions, your veterans exemptions, all your other exemptions are increasing, and the elderly is staying flat, and it's been flat for quite a few years. But again, we know that there's a cost to that. We don't know what it's gonna cost us.
Right.
We could start working on those costs, to get an idea. It may not cost us as much as we think.
Right.
Especially if we went the route of assets. I think if we start increasing the amounts given, we're taking what we've already given plus.
Right.
On the assets, we're just limiting to the ones who never got it before, and that could be a smaller group.
Yeah.
I think too, what Nell spoke about was the income. A lot of these older people who retired years ago are still getting the same, $800 Social Security. That's not increasing. And so,
That's
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great idea. If we can get the members of these organizations, give us a call, we can set up a meeting.
Yeah.
And let's go off-site there to where they meet.
Yeah, you could notice it as you'd have to notice it as a public meeting of the
Public meeting at
assessors.
their place.
Right. And you could work towards maybe fiscal '23, which begins July 1st.
Right.
Or even the following year. It won't affect, it's not going to be able to provide relief
Oh,
for the
yeah,
fiscal
no,
year
no.
that's ending in 2 months.
22, right.
But,
But
you know.
moving forward.
But moving forward.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
How do you feel about it, guys?
I think that's a good idea.
Rich?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Need a motion to accept the monthly report.
May I have a motion
So
to
moved.
accept the monthly report? So moved.
Second.
Roll call, Nancy Hino?
Yes.
Rich Wilson?
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to accept the monthly report. Thank you, Nell.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We sign these on the bottom.
Yeah. Wherever you sign, I'll sign
Warrants for
that.
this? We have warrants for this? We don't have warrants.
Item number 5, executive session. Can I have a motion to go in?
You did?
Can I have a motion to go into
you
executive
do?
session to discuss abatements, exemptions per submitted list
No, I
pursuant to GLC 30A, 21A7, and GLC 59, Section 60? Review ATB matters pursuant to GL 30A, Section 21A3, since discussion in public would be detrimental to the city's legal position. We will reconvene following the executive session.
Move to go into executive session.
Second?
Second.
Roll call, Nancy Hino?
Yes.
Rich Wilson?
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez. Motion passes 3-0 time.
2:19.
2:19 in executive. Again, we will reconvene. Thank you, everyone. Welcome back into open. May I have a roll call to go back into open? Nancy Hino?
Yes.
Rich Wilson?
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. 3-0 time.
3:41.
3:41 in open session. Next.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the following fiscal '22 statutory exemption number 105.
Second motion to approve.
Roll call. Nancy Hino?
Yes.
Rich Wilson?
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to approve the exemption that was read.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to deny the following fiscal '22 abatement number 46.
Second the motion to deny.
Roll call. Nancy Hino?
Yes.
Rich Wilson? Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes to deny what was read.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the fiscal year 2022 omitted and revised
Well,
personal
hold on a
property.
second, you've got to call that, you got to go to the next item. Number was it?
6.
So-
Six.
so
Oh, yeah,
six
yeah,
introduces.
no, we didn't do that, I'm sorry. Item number 6, fiscal year 2022 omitted and revised personal property warrant.
I make a motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Roll call, Nancy Hino?
Yes?
Rich Wilson, yes. Rich Wilson, sorry. Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to approve the omitted and revised personal property tax warrant. Item number 7, fiscal 22 personal property reassessment tax.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
Roll call, Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson, Rich Gonzalez, yes.
No,
Motion-
Rich Gonzalez is abstaining.
Abstaining, that's right, thank you. Thank you, I forgot about that one. Thank you, I abstain, thank you. Item number 8, open meeting law request regarding May 2nd, 2022 Board of Assessors meeting received May 3rd. Refer to legal?
Motion?
Yes.
Second the motion.
Second? Item number 9, open meeting complaint regarding May
Vote,
2nd.
vote.
Gotta vote.
Oh, we gotta vote? All right, Nancy Hino,
Yes.
Rich Wilson,
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes, 3-0. Item number 9, open meeting law complaint regarding May 2nd, 2022 Board of Assessors meeting received May 4th. Refer to legal.
Motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Roll call, Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson, yes.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0. Item number 10, all other relevant business not known in 48 hours. Is there any? No. Good. Item number 11, schedule next meeting.
I think there's still 8 or 9 abatements sitting out there, but those are going to probably be denied.
All right, so, next week, the week after, that's the week of Memorial Day, is it?
That's the 26th?
Yeah. What do we got? Anything? You wanna go to Thursday?
When, what time during the day?
2:30?
I'm open all day.
I'm open. Well, I'm not, I shouldn't say I'm open. I'm not open all day. 2:30, I can,
I have an
Morning?
ATB hearing in the morning, ATB status conference in the morning on another community, but I could do anything in the afternoon.
yeah, all right, well, wanna do the afternoon?
Yeah.
2 o'clock? Sounds good. And what date is that again?
That is the
26th?
26th.
Thursday,
Okay, Thursday on the 26th.
2 o'clock.
All right. With that, can I have a motion to
So
adjourn?
moved.
Second?
Roll call, Nancy Hino,
Yes?
Rich Wilson, Rich Gonzalez, yes, motion passes 3-0 time.
3:45.
Motion to adjourn, 3:45. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
All right.